Okay, well that was embarrassing. Hi everybody. I'm Tanya with Riley and Company and KB Riley. KB Riley. That's who I'm here with. And I apparently just had a super fun video over on my own Facebook page. No, I'm supposed to be live here. So now I am back again. I kept sitting there wondering, wow, there's no people. There's no people. I wonder why. So now we are on the One of a Kind page. Yay. So my apologies. I got so excited. I jumped on. Yay, here I am. I'm sorry. You guys, I got so excited that I jumped on the wrong page and forgot to make sure I was in the One of a Kind group. Oops. So I'm going to say everything over again. We are giving away good stuff today. We're going to make a beautiful fence card today with the landscape accordion. The landscape rectangle accordion, I'm sorry. And some lucky winner is going to win the card that I make. And then some lucky winner that we draw from all of the comments. Somebody is going to win the whole entire set of dies to make this card. Yeah. Sorry. We thought you took a nap. No. I actually, this is crazy. So I've got this new fancy little setup that I did, you know, making sure everything looks right. And because I had a little snafu on one of my videos last week, you guys know me. I am just who I am, right? And I recorded a video with no sound. That was lovely. But we fixed that. Since then, I've gotten better lighting, better sound. I was just on the wrong dang page. And somebody on my home page is going to be going, what? Okay. Couldn't figure out why nobody was over there to see me. All right, here we go. So I'm going to get you switched around. I actually have more time than I thought I had, so I was cutting out papers just in case we had extra time. So for those of you guys that do not know, Karen Burniston and I are business partners, and we met each other when she taught at my store a long time ago. Gosh, over 10 years ago. She taught at my retail store in Shawnee, and since then we've become business partners. And I thought, you know, I'm going to start making these cards. They've always really intimidated me. Okay, and I'm like, you are now an owner in this company. You need to figure out how to do this. I started making these and they were so simple, and I wondered how many people like me were out there, you know, that they didn't attempt these because they look hard, right? Because they look hard. And so that is how I started doing these on different events. It's kind of like pop-up cards for dummies. So if you want to get the experts videos on how to do these cards, make sure you go to KarenBurniston.com. And if you look under the landscape rectangle accordion, you will find how to make that type of pop-up. If you look under the fence add-ons, you will see how to make a card like this. But I'm going to show you today. Okay? Super simple. Do not be intimidated, Dawn. I'm going to show you how easy this is. Really, it's so easy. Let's get started. I thought I had only 30 minutes, and I have 45, and I guess it's a really good thing because I couldn't find my way over here. I was almost lost, but now I'm found. So this is what we're going to use. Let me show you the dies we're using today. Okay, so this is the landscape rectangle accordion number 1198, and just so you guys know, all three of these dies are 20% off right now for, I believe, 5 days. Today's the 17th. It ends on the 22nd. So run out there and you can grab these once you figure out how easy this is. So this is our base die that we're going to use. We're going to also use the add-ons, and we're going to use the hello. Okay, very simple. So let's get started. Now, on this die, I've pre-cut all my pieces, put some of them together, but on the base die, it's really very simple. Okay, they go together like this. That's it. Really, that's it. Okay, so we can glue those together now, or we can cut off the pieces. It's a little easier to do it like this. So if you will look, see how these fold this way? They fold back and forth to make the accordion rectangle work, right? But we are just going to cut this off here and cut this off here because we're not going to use these two pieces. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go along this line. It's a little easier to do when you do it before you cut. And then I'm going to come along this back. There's two little curve ends there, and I'm just going to do that as well. Okay, see? And this is what we're going to have left. All right, and I'm going to do that to both pieces. I'm just going to toss those, recycle them. And I'm going to do my bend. And the great thing when Karen designs these cards, I am telling you, she thinks of everything, okay? She spends an insane amount of time designing one die just because she wants to make everything perfect and everything usable for this die and going forward. Okay, so there are even two little score lines right here that will indent themselves when you cut this die out. She thinks of everything, I'm telling you. So now I'm going to cut this piece off, and these two are ready to go. So what we're going to do, let's put this aside here. So what we're going to do, my tab is going to go on the right side, and it's also got a score line, so I know where it is. See my score line? Okay. And I am just going to put some glue with the fine line bottle. We use Lineco PH. That's our favorite glue, and it's because it adheres very quickly. Okay, and I'm going to get this pretty solid on here. And then I'm just going to line that up. And there we go. And so that, just go ahead and fold it. I don't know if I used enough glue on that. All right, there we go. See? So now our base is literally done. Isn't that crazy? It's literally done, but wait, because we're going to take the same base die. All right. This is pretty flimsy if you just use one layer. Okay, pretty flimsy. So what I did is I cut out, all right, I believe 4 more of these, just like this. But instead of cutting along these lines, now I'm just going to trim the whole thing off. And I also trimmed a little off the edges. So now I can use it, look, as a frame. Fun, huh? And that's what we're going to put on now. If my glue bottle will, I'm going to get out my little secret weapon, which is my glass. And so what I'm going to do is I am just going to glue this on. And it's going to give strength to the card itself. So I'm going to line that up and glue it right on there. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Now you'll notice that I put my glue upside down there, right? Karen taught me that little trick. That's just a yogurt bottle. It has a half a piece of paper towel in it, and I just put a teeny weeny tiny bit of water in there, and what it does is it keeps the ends of your bottle wet so it won't dry out. So I'm just going to lay this one on here, and it's always ready to use. Otherwise, these little fine line bottles, they can clog real easily because the tip is so tiny. So look at that. I have this, and now it's getting sturdier by the minute. Okay? Yes, you craft roulette junkies, Karen is going to be on craft roulette. And I also did another one for the front. Okay, but I'm going to wait for that because these two pieces, actually, I'm going to put this on the front. I'll show you. I'm just trying to make this card a little bit stronger. So, I'm going to do this one on the front. Okay. Karen is actually teaching right now a Zoom class. She does a Zoom class with stores every month, and then on the third month we sell the kits. Okay, now I'm going to take this. I'm not going to trim the edges down, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to cut this off. Cut this off, and this is going to be my back to cover up this. See this fold line, right? So this is just going to glue on here. It's going to cover up that fold line and it's going to make it stronger, and then we're just going to cut our tab off. Anyway, Karen does store. Sorry, I squirreled because I have to glue. But she does online classes every month. And in September, we are selling kits for it. And I am not sure if there's any kits left, to be honest with you. Last count, I think there was 10 this morning. Okay. But at KarenBurniston.com, we have the class kits. If you would like one, you can purchase them with the dies. If you already have the dies, you can purchase them without. But the card she is making is crazy. It uses pear blossom press. Now see how I've got this little extra tab here? But there's what I just glued on. I'm just going to cut it off. The card that she is making has a pear blossom press light that's a candle, and literally you blow the candle out. I am not kidding you. It works like that. It is the craziest thing. So now we have our base ready to go. So let's work on our fences, which are these pieces. Okay, so the reason we left these on here, these two, is because that is where these are going to hook on. Okay, so we're just going to glue these down. On here, making sure that we have clearance in there. And then do the same thing on this side. All right, make sure you have clearance top and bottom. Make sure they're nice and the same, because nice and level, because these are going to fold out, right? Because we've already done that. We folded them out, and this is going to fold out. What we need to do on this side is just trim these two little guys off. These are extra tabs, and there was a tab here, remember? And that's so that you can make this card as long as you want. You could add 10 panels if you wanted to. You can add another panel here, and another panel, and another panel. You just continue. I saw a card the other day that was crazy. It had, someone was turning 75, I think, or something like that, and it literally had this card going. It might have been the square accordion, I'm not sure, but it had the number of candles that she was on there. It was fabulous. I think Karina's telling me that the kits are all sold out. If our kits are sold out, you can call a store and see if they still have them. Now I'm going to take these tabs and fold these in. Okay. And we're just, whoopsie, and see if you put too much water on her. That's what's going to happen. So you don't want a lot of water in your jar because it sucks the water right back up. And now the glue is going to be watery. So what we're going to do is we're just going to connect these. Just like this. And if you fold it in, you will see where it connects. Lay it flat just like this. And you have your fold. Easy, huh? Isn't this simple? Now, you will notice that there's a little bit of a catch here. And that's okay, because we're just going to take that and clip it off. And we're going to do the same with the other side, if you have one. There you go. And that's how we have that. Okay. Ta-da! All right, now let's decorate. Actually, let's do this instead. So on the back, so I've cut an extra set of these, right? But instead of cutting them with the die facing down, like this, like these were cut, I laid the die underneath so that I can create backs for them, but I want the wood side. Instead of this for the back, like the paper is, I wanted these to be able to lay on here. So you lay the die facing up and the paper on top of it. And that's exactly what you'll get. So I'm just gonna cut my little tabs off. And all I'm going to do is just lay this in there and lay it right on top. So even looking through the back side, it looks like a fence. I'm a very messy glue person. Can you tell? Alrighty. I'm just going to tuck that right in there and lay it right on top of our other one. And just press it down. And then I'm going to cut off my tabs on this side. And we have one side of the back done, and this is the other side of the back. See, if you did it the other way, it wouldn't line up right. So you just have to lay your die upside down, like you're facing up instead of facing down. Alrighty. Now I left my tabs on this one. If you notice on the other one I cut them off. These I left on. I'm not going to attach them to each other, but I did want it covering up the back. So, give me my little fence. We're just going to lay that on there. And trim this side off. It's pretty easy to tell which one to trim off because they stick out. The kit for this month, actually, when Karen teaches a class, it's not this class that she's teaching, okay? You'll have to look on the website to see the cards, but even with the 3 dies, you get the 3 dies with it. I think the class kit and the instructions and the entrance to the class and everything, because she teaches it, live is only like $88. It's cheap, and that includes 3 of the dies. There's a 4th die too. But go to KarenBurniston.com and you can see. All right, so here is our fence. Front, inside, back, right, back. All right, so let's start decorating. So now what I've done is in this die set, in the fence die set, I'm going to show you the dies for it. Okay, so here's our fence piece. You have these grasses. You have, these are blue bonnets, I think they called, but if you turn them upside down, they become wisteria if you make them purple, and I'll show you in a sec. Okay, but for now we're doing blue bonnets, and then there's actually little sunflowers in there. And so let's just decorate our fence now. So I think we'll put the grass on, And make sure we know where our fold is. So I'm gonna put some grass right there. Making sure to note where my fold is. Gosh darn it. Here's a note, and this is why I do these, because I will inevitably mess up on something. Karen and I are very different crafters. I'm just like a bull running through a closet, and she's very elegant, and her goodness, her videos are just crazy good. Every time I get done watching a video, it can be used for a Halloween card. Oh, now I'm gonna have to do that, Myrna. Anyway, her videos are timeless and beautiful, and her voice is so soothing, and I even contact her and I'm like, your videos are so awesome. When I'm done, I always do that. Me, not so much. I just run, and I'm messy, and I laugh at myself a lot. All right. So I figured there was at least somebody out there, you know, that was a little intimidating. Oh yes, we do have a great fall set that would be beautiful on this card. Now you've got me thinking. Now you have me thinking, because this would be absolutely stunning. You could make it a black fence and put like a moon over here. And all right, so I'm going to take my little blue bonnets that I've already put together, and we're going to put one of those right. I've got a little space right here, so I'm going to put that right here. And I think I will put another one right here. Now you can decorate your fence before you put it on. You can do that as well. Okay. Now look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay. And let's see. And you can cut as many grasses as you want. All right. There's no limit. So that's the fun part. Now I did have these little sunflowers that I made, and my little centers, like that. And I decided this year to try to grow sunflowers, actually, and I was pretty successful at it. And then something happened, and the inside of them got some kind of bug, I guess, or something that I didn't know sunflowers had. And one day I went out there, and like half of them had all fallen over. No idea why. Okay, so there's my little sunflowers. I'm going to put them on the little stems. I think I'm going to put the stems in here first. I'll put a little bit of glue. Anyway, back to Karen teaching. That's what she's doing right now. She's teaching the August class. So make sure that you check out our events page so you can always keep track of the classes. And if we sell out, we have the stores listed on the website as well, and you can call the stores directly and order your kits from them as well. All right, there's one, and let's do another one right here. Okay, there we have it. So easy that is. Now let's just go to this side. Super simple. Let's put we always have to have a little place to write, you know, have a great day, I love you. Okay, something like that. So this die is in the original landscape accordion. Remember what I said? Oh, a dog peeking through or coming through the top. Now that'd be really cute too. Now you guys are, now I have to write this down. Hold on a sec. Because once I get off here, I'll forget. I need a fence Halloween card. Yep. All right. Okay, wrote it down. But this die, when I told you she thinks of everything, I mean, literally, this set you can actually stamp on. She has all these little pieces in these sets that will help you create different things. Like all of these things will fit in the little panels that we cut off. So it's wonderful. Now let's put this together. Let's put this on our fence. Where are we going to put it? Right here? Yeah. Let's put it closer to over here. Alrighty. So alrighty, now I'm gonna put a little blue bonnet on there. And I love these little blue bonnets, they're just so cute. Karen's in Texas and I'm in Kansas, and honestly, blue bonnets are in Texas, I know, but I'm not sure I've ever seen one here. I'm sure they kind of have to be, right? Alright, so we have that done, and all we have left now is to put our little hello on here. Now I've already assembled this because I didn't know if I was going to have time or not. But in the die, it comes with the hello on its own with a little stencil piece that you can add stitching if you want. Okay, and then it also has the back piece, the shadow piece. So that's what I've done here. And then I just used some ink to go along the bottom. This really is, every time I get on here and every time I do a card for you guys, I always say, you know, this is one of the easiest cards I've ever done. Really, seriously, guys, it's the easiest card. I mean, it's just flat panels that are connected with two tabs, right? Simple. Trust me, if I can do this, you can do this. And again, I encourage you to go check out Karen's videos. They're very calming. They're so wonderfully done. They're very calming. Alrighty. We just had a new release. And to show you, she likes to work dies backwards and forwards. So this time we had add-ons for the Lorna label. They are crazy. And the KB Riley design team is just insane. They're so good. And I think we need one more right here, don't you think? A little flower right there. And that will conclude this card, but I have more. Yeah, we're just going to stick one right there. And I have all right. This is a lesson to all of you. Do not put too much water if you use this little method of the jar. I'm going to show you. Okay, this jar I just ran and put some water in before I came out here. So literally I just turned the faucet on and then shut it off. If you get too much water in there, what it does upside down is it's going to soak the water back up into your bottle. And then when you go to squeeze it out, your glue is going to be runny, and it very well could be just all that water. It makes a mess. So don't get too much water in the bottom of your jar. I have too much water in the bottom of my jar. Okay, and there's our card. And so look on the front, look how pretty that is. Aww. And we do have some really cute little animals that would just go perfect right back here. Oh, they're so cute, right? Ta-da! And then there's the back. All right, now remember what I said, that you can expand the, do we need to put this right here? Or over here? I think it needs to go right here, don't you think? I mean, it'd be a travesty not to use it. All right, look at this card. And this is by one of our designers named Suzanne Schmidt. Look at this. Remember I told you wisteria? Look at this, you guys. Open it up. And she did 3 instead of 2. Right? I think I've got this going the wrong way. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? All of that wisteria hanging down, and all of the little flowers and the butterflies. I love this card. And, but wait, there's more. Okay. We also have, with the base die, with this base landscape rectangle accordion, we have a set that is cupcake add-ons. So it does the fence, but with cupcakes. No kidding. I'm not kidding you. And I thought I'd have extra time, and I do have about 8 minutes. So I'm going to show you real quick how to put the cupcakes together. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Sandy Diller did this card. That's what the front looks like. But you open it up, and she kept the panel in here, and she just cut off these 2. All right, so I'm going to show you how cute and how easy this is, because we know, and I'm not going to put it together like a card because you would have to add the extra pieces, right? But remember, this is just our fold, and these we're cutting off. Okay, and that is going to fold just like we want it to. Okay, and then this side, it's going to fold as well, just like that, and we're just going to cut off the same pieces. So I'm going to recap our specials real quick while I'm doing this and showing you guys how to put these together. Now this is not going to be an actual card because I just, right before I came on, I had a couple minutes, and so I just decided to cut some pieces to show you how easy it is just to do the cupcakes instead. So we're just going to glue this on, right? Just like we did before. But the 3 dies that I made the fence card with are 20% off at KarenBurniston.com. Somebody is going to win the fence card that I did. All right, we're going to fold this over, make sure it folds like we need it to. Whoops, I do that every time. Fold it over. Make it nice and tight. And if you do not have one of these bottles, I'm telling you, you need one of these bottles because it is absolutely fabulous. Now watch this. We're going to glue this, right? Like we did our fence. Just like that. And we're going to glue this one to this side. But we're going to cut this tab off unless we want to make another one, and then we would just attach this to the next piece. But we're not going to. And just like that. And we are going to bend this tab right on its score line. Put a little bit of glue. We're going to bring them together and fold them down with the card. And I did not have mine lined up, so oh, I know exactly why. Because I had the tabs going in a different direction. There we go. See, you can lay that down. See what I mean? I mess up too. So if you ever have that happen, now you know why. That goes on there. And I'm just going to reattach this. And again, with the cupcake add-ons, you guys, you can go out to our website and you can find the proper video to do this with. Right. And my glue's ready. There we go. See? Ta-da! And then it comes with all of these fun dies, the bases that you can use as stencils. It's got banners, it's got sprinkles, it's got cherries and hearts and cupcake tops. So I am just going to add real quick, show you guys how easy this is. These down. And this one. Alrighty. And then these go right underneath it. Or you can put them on top. Just like that. And just like that. And just like that. Lay them in there, pull them back, and do a little cool. Can you imagine if a child had like the 11th birthday? The die itself, I'm making it look hard. It's not. It's not glitchy at all. Really, trust me. It's the way that I did it. I will be honest, this is the first time I've done this one, but it's the same principle. So go out and watch her videos, okay? Super easy. Super easy. Super easy. Okay. Yeah, I thought I'd be real fancy and show you guys something, you know, to kill time if I had more time left over. And I got busted. Definitely put the ice cream on first. And then we put our bottoms. How simple is this? Alrighty. Now, of course, you would add your second layer back here. You could add your frames if you wanted to. Look how cute this is. Okay. Fun, huh? Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so very much. Again, somebody is going to win that card. The fence card that I made. All right. Where is it? It's this card. Somebody is going to win this card just for commenting today. Yay. And somebody is going to win an entire set of the 3 dies so you can make your own card. And Karina will be drawing in approximately 1 minute. So thank you so much, you guys, for spending your Saturday with me. For those of you that have been on both sessions, thank you for joining me. It means the world. I love my Saturdays with you guys. I really do. And thank you for supporting our small business. We appreciate it. And I hope you have a fabulous weekend and a fantastic week. Take care.